do you mean believe in the heart of cards? Heart isn't here until we get to Kamen Rider Blade. Hello and welcome, my 13 leads. Okay, here we are. Kamen Rider Ryuuki. And it's 13 riders. As we only cover Ryuuki here because of its sheer amount of riders, I at least want to go in reverse order so we can get the main character as the last one to make it more interesting. So, let's ride right onto it. Oh yeah, the year for all of these is the same, obviously. Kamen Rider Ryuuki started in 2002. Yes, that's 20 years ago. Oh boy. So there we go. The main antagonist, Kamen Rider Emperor, does look evil, as he should. The horns on his shoulders and head are really intimidating, but the breastplate, made to look muscular, I think, looks pretty much like a very bad flesh wound. I do not like that. The visor of the helmet looks pretty cool though, with those lines. And I definitely like the arms and legs design. I really like Verde's design. The mask really shows the chameleon design, and of course green is always good. And the shade of green is one of my favorites. The silver highlights give the right touch to the design, and again, I really like the armor on the arms and the legs. Tiger's design is kinda boring. Technically, the silver with blue highlights should work. I just wish they would have done more with it. The helmet also doesn't do it for me, and sadly, that's all I can say about him. I know Ryuga is supposed to be a dark version of Ryuuki, but maybe purple would have been better than just black? For more details about the design besides the color, it will be the same as Ryuuki later on, so yeah. Okay, this has nothing to do with the design, but why did they have to name the first real female rider Femme? That just makes it seem like she is the token girl with the personality of being a girl. Well, her design does look really good at least. The helmet is a cool idea to depict the swan. And she has a cape, which ups the design just by being there. And her color scheme works very nicely as well. Her breastplate with the wing-like design is also pretty rad. So yeah, good one. Maybe even my favorite design in Ryuuki. Okay, maybe it might also be Odin. Because wow, that design is pretty awesome as well. His contract monster has the highest attack points of all the monsters in the Rider War. And this mightiness is showing in his design. Especially with the golden parts and wing-light shoulder pads. Can you tell I like wing designs? His helmet has a bit of an oriental design going on, which works good with gold. And the little feather thing on his forehead gives the right touch. Superb. Oja, or is this Ouija? Looks kinda weird. I don't really like it, but it's hard to put my finger on it. He kinda looks like a cheap knockoff figurine or something. Especially those things on his head. Well, that's it. Okay, Guy's design isn't really for me, as it is too buff for my taste. But it does look good when you keep in mind that he is based on a rhino. As such, the clunky buff design really works, and I would probably design a rhino rider very similar to this. The red horn on the shoulder is pretty cool, especially when it gives the asymmetric of being only at one side. Raya's design is pretty good, and bad at the same time. I do like the breastplate and the bird on his hand. But then, those shoulder pads and the helmet look awful and cheap. If they would fix those, this rider would be awesome. And the pink really works for him. Okay, so Zolder. Objection! Okay, well, the design of Zolda... Objection! Okay, could you please stop that? You can't object to opinions? Darn gosh it. Okay. So Zolda... This is pure ugliness. It's like they took Robocop and turned him into a rider. And yes, I do think Robocop looks very cheap. The green really does not help him, no matter how much I love green. I can't find one good thing about him. So let's move on. Scissors, again, is kinda good and bad. I like the scaled breastplate and the shoulders look okay as well. But then the helmet, it looks good. Except the upper part, which looks like a bit too detached. Like it was glued on wrongly. Knight looks like a knight. Well, that is to be expected. But they pulled it off nicely. The bat doesn't really come out at all that much, but oh well. The visor with the spikes is nice, and I do like the breastplate of him. But there's more to him than just that. Knight Survive does show the bat motive very awesomely so. The breastplate and shoulders combine into awesome wings, which, like I said, I do like. The yellow goes very well with the blue, especially the helmet, which looked good before. Got an upgrade due to that. And the leg guards are pretty rad. Now, the final one. Ryuuki. I love dragons, but this one is so boring and you can't even see the dragon design here. Everything is just so basic, like they forgot to add the parts that distinguish him from other riders. But there is a saving grace here. His survive form looks pretty cool. The dragon still doesn't come out all that much, but the breastplate looks cool and the wing-like visor, well, wings again. Arm and leg guards round this design up very nicely. And that was Ryuuki. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about these designs. And if you enjoyed this video, slash your drag saber on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little bell to keep updated whenever I upload a new video. Also, check out the links in the description below to my Twitter and Instagram, where I post stuff and keep you updated on new videos as well. And my Twitch, where I stream every Friday, Saturday and Sunday at 6 PM European time. With that, hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye!